conglomeration of champions that we're just picking and hoping to see what sticks, in my mind. Especially with the Lucian coming out last. Doesn't particularly do well with a ton of damage being thrown at him. We have to see how Soju's able to perform on the day.
Yeah, but here we go. Game number 2 between Reflection and Family. Family's back is up against the wall. This is their tournament life on the line. If they want to keep their hopes of making it into Major 2, we're going to need to see them pull out all the stops. We're going to see Cosmic hitting all the charms. But here we go. I'm hyped for it. I mean, we're going to see a scuttle fight, I'm sure, in about a minute, and it should be a brawly one. I feel like in that last game, there was so much team fighting all over the map.
Everybody, please go ahead and make sure that your calendars are marked. We've got the 1:30 Scuttle Duel. We've got the 4-minute Rift Herald Dragon Dance. And from there, you know, the schedule gets a little bit more hectic. But for sure, especially when we're talking about, for the side of Family, wanting to put it all out there. I think, kind of touching a little bit on what you were saying, I think the most deadly line of any tournament or team is, I don't want to leave a tournament saying, I could have done more.
Yeah. And I mean, it's hard when you lose to not feel that way, right? But like, there are losses that hurt way worse than others. And as KT, you know, it looks like the bot lane just going to be exchanging damage. So I was watching a movie yesterday. I'm not going to say the name because it's DMCA, sure. But there was a line in it that I really liked, right? It's like a baseball movie. Ew. And they were talking about how they hate losing way more than they like winning. And I really related to that as a player, because it's like winning feels good, but also losing feels way worse than winning feels good. And, you know, I know I'm not alone, having talked to other players that way. So it's like, yeah, that's just a concept that I guess is, you know, something to keep in mind for these players of like, they hate losing. Winning feels good, but they hate losing.
Yeah, of course. Like, winning is nice, and sometimes you get really good wins. Sometimes you get wins where you're like, that counted as a win, technically. That's a stage game, you know, we take those. But losing, obviously, is just like, it can come in all different forms. You either get stomped, you have a really close game that it falls apart, and in high-pressure situations, obviously losing is a bit of something you take a toll on you. As we didn't even, you know, we got the baseball references in there. We're talking about win-losing for competitive players. I don't see a scuttle fight. I think we may have lied to the audience.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but we might see a bot dive here as you see Ahri as well as the jungler rotating down here. I don't know if KT and Blanks have checked this out. Cosmic on the Ahri is going to go for the charm. Not going to be able to connect. Blanks with the preemptive flash, though. Yeah, a massive taunt from KT, zoning off so much. That could have been disastrous for Reflection, but Family, you know, unfortunately wasn't able to get it.
So I love that in concept, right? You have Cosmic with the ultimate. You can go in and out, dodging turret aggro, but the wave just wasn't there, so you can't really dive. If maybe there was a stacked minion wave for the side of Family, I could say, okay, force them out, force them from, at least miss some experience and gold, but there's not enough of that, and they're not tanky early enough to kind of go for a tower dive. So a little bit risky. I like the idea from Family. Execution does need a little bit of work. The consolation prize is they don't lose all that much, and Blanks' flash is down, especially coming up with the Dragon and Rift Heralds here at 4 minutes. Could be something that is punished.
No, definitely. I mean, I think if you're the side of Family, that's a win, right? Like, it could have been a bigger win, but that's still a win. Them not having a flash on their ADC, especially as Blanks is most likely going to have the package in the first fight, may have to play a bit more passive since they don't have that secondary escape tool after they do package in, as objectives are going to be spawning in 30 seconds, and we've got an Infernal Drake.
Ooh, Infernal Drake to start off the map as well. Like, we're talking about the importance of this Drake fight, of this dragon. It comes down to this, like, you have a constant scaling portion of the game with this. When you have this in your back pocket, you will always have more combat power. Even if you're behind, it might make up for some gold differential there. So we'll have to see early recalls here. Corki waiting in base. Ahri wants to try and finish an item. Does have Luden's Echo here, so could be something that they look for. And we might even get a bit of a later scuttle fight as you see both teams are kind of backing off from the objective.
Gragas actually able to stall Osu's back in the bot lane. I know it just looks like a little thing, but that could be big. If we do get a dragon fight right now, Zed potentially won't have their first completed item, as in the top lane, Fiora gonna throw the ultimate out. Both of these Baron laners just exchanging some damage. But yeah, at this point, both just going to back up. But yeah, I like this from Family. Knowing that they stalled the Zeds back, they're just going to start up the Dragon. And now Osu is going to be a lot weaker as the Dragon is going to fall down to about 2k. The package is here as well. And this is going to be the first fight as Boom on the Wukong going forward. Dragon down to about 1k.
There it is.
Osu with the follow-up onto Soju, but Zed instantly falls. And the question is, who gets the Dragon as Corki is able to save the Gragas. Ari falling as well. And it looks like Throne able to flash out. Is it going to be enough though, as Blanks is going to connect the rocket and Wukong secures the Dragon.
And Family, they may have won on the Baron lane with the 1v1 coming out from them, but the Dragon goes over to Reflection and a fantastic Corki package coming out from Blanks. The fact that they immediately blew up some of the opposite members, Cosmic Soul, unable to put down damage in that fight. It was looking dicey. We saw Zed go down pretty early in that team, and we were like, maybe there's potential for them to turn, but Boom on the Wukong provided so much DPS. KT as well with the crowd control. Fantastic fight there. It was a little bit sloppy, and still, gold is even. They traded, but they have the Dragon in their back pocket now.
As it looks like the Fiora is going to be the next in their sights. I don't think they're going to be able to get the kill, but chunking her down to about half HP is nice. Could potentially be the go button for them to start hitting this Rift, but they're a bit slow on it. So Fiora may be able to get back. And in the bot river, you see Ari, you see Zed, both of them rotating up, and it looks like we're going to have a full 5v5 brawl potentially.
They have a numbers disadvantage right now while they're waiting for Fiora. They won't be able to get this Rift Herald, but they should be able to maybe fight.
Oh, as Cosmics will be able to secure it, but they lose the Gragas, they lose Zine as well as Toki on the Darius, so they get the Rift, but at what cost?
And they need to be careful here, Throne. You cannot die. If you go down here, you see a huge loss in terms of the gold swing for the side of Family. They're going to grab this first tier one. They have enough members up here. Trinity Force for Extirpate should make light work of this turret. The Assassins are going at it. Cosmic, he's just dead.
Ooh, Osu styling on him. Still has flash too, and that is going to be the solo bolo for Osu, establishing dominance in the mid lane this game.
So, you know what's funny? Something that we didn't touch on today, but we definitely kind of harped on a little bit yesterday, is the electrocute changes. I know you were a big fan of them. I might have to hold that as, can Osu get out? He sees them in vision, knows that they're coming.
Oh, a good patience though from Throne. Actually, the Galio follow-up is all KT barely not going to connect. The taunt coming out. Throne going to get blown up by Boom on the Wukong. And it is all Reflection for the last couple of minutes as actually Zine going with the ultimate. Gonna be able, oh wait, maybe a big oh no, okay, Boom's going to die. Oh, I speak way too soon. I really, okay. All
right,
yes.
All right,
surely.
Awesome. He's dead. It took him a little bit, you know, like they had to walk him down just a tiny bit, but they finally do get it. You know, good for Family there. I'm glad that Osu's still showing off. Extirpate going right onto Soju Rain.
Ooh, the baits though. Oh, it's not going to be enough though. Zine was waiting in the bush. Soju was baiting, used the exhaust, and I thought it was going to be massive as the Rift Herald is going to be dropped in the mid lane. The turret is at around, 1800 HP, so they're going to need to do a little bit more damage to secure that. Oh wait, I lied. I thought it did like 1400.
It's Rift Herald. As soon as this is just a quick tip for everybody at home. If there's 2 plates on the turret, it's going down to Rift Herald every single time without fail. The threshold is met. You don't have to worry about it. You can walk away. It's kind of like a set it, forget it kind of play.
Former pro player doesn't know the limits, Keck. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay. You guys were 8th a lot of the time, so you wouldn't know what getting Rift Herald is like.
Okay. You don't gotta tell them that. You just smile.
It happens, It happens.
Hey, they got Maligod, and now like you look at them. They're second, third. That's all it took. Replace the washed up Boomer as Osu. Gonna take a lot of damage here. Throne actually on the Cossacks. Not gonna be able to secure the Zed kill, but doing a lot of damage.
Now, we didn't get to talk about it, so I'm going to do this right before the Dragon spawns with Rift Herald, the Corki package up. You see them resetting. Thank you, observers, for showing that in the picture-in-picture. Conqueror versus Electrocute. Osu so far has been showing Conqueror is just the better take. Cosmic has not been able to find those small little windows to blow up individual members of Reflection. Taking control of this, KT going in.
Yeah, package as well, as it looks like the Grog is going to flash out, not going to be able to survive with their life. Boom, though, on the Wukong, falling very low. Actually, 1 HP, going to be able to survive as Osu activates the ultimate onto the Ari, and that's going to be another falling. 3 have fallen for Fam. Can Toki clean this up? No, they cannot. Throne on the Kha'Zix trying to escape with a sliver of HP and is going. Fiora doesn't have flash, so they are going to be able to make it out, but that's going to be a 4-for-2 trade, and the Dragon going the way of Reflection.
Michael, I'm getting very worried here for Family. We predicted them to win the series, but time and time again, Reflection, they're finding the small team fight victories. They're winning out on the map. And here on, they've got 2 Dragons, some of the best ones when we're talking about playing for later in the game. And while I think Zine so far has had pretty good influence on this Gragas, it's just not enough. Cosmic doesn't do enough damage. Toki, despite playing into 5 melee champions, is not able to get those huge knocks and guillotines.
Yeah, we haven't been able to see the Darius resets yet, though, as Osu going to fall a little low here. Throne actually going very aggressive, doesn't have flash, going to be able to get out, though, as Blank's going to take a little bit of damage as well as Rift Arrow. That looks like Fam, I mean, continually has been the first one to start these objectives. The question is, will this team fight actually go in their favor, as Ahri as well as Fiora are both split pushing? You see in the camera as Fiora just chasing down Cosmic Skull, flashing forward, and that's going to be the solo kill. Fiora styling in the bot lane, and now that is tower pressure as well. If they leave like split push, they are going to lose so much.
And look at Family right now. They are completely in disarray. They were going for the Rift Herald. They're like, oh no, we just lost on a side lane. We can't actually start this up. Then they go to cover the mid lane. Corki's there. And so they're just kind of scrambling, looking for whatever gold, whatever kind of play they can go for. So they lose the Rift Herald. They lose on side lane, sending Toki over there to make sure that Fiora does not take the turret. But now there's a Blade of the Ruined King available for Extirpate. They're going to summon the Rift Herald. It's looking more and more dire for Family as Reflection are looking to go 2-0 to start the quarterfinals.
Yeah, Monka S, our predictions, as the Rift is going to be able to connect, leaving that mid turret at about 400 HP, as the charm is going to come out. Looks like it will be a support falling, as KT is going to die. No,
wait,
okay, I continually thinking it's going to die. KT, and with the turnaround, the Gragas is not going to be able to connect it, as Wukong going in, going to get charmed, going to fall very low. They don't have Darius.
They should be able to win this.
Like Soju actually killing the Fiora. That's a massive shutdown, as Throne on the Kha'Zix is going to die.
Look at Toki.
Toki jumping in, didn't get the ult reset, so not able to finish. Okay, they are able to finish off Blank, and that's going to be a 4-for-4 in what I thought would be a way worse team fight, actually.
He gets it!
The flash charm from Cosmic! Massive play! Getting the 5-person team wipe. It looked terrible, and they turned that around.
And they finally found it. It comes off of a pick onto KT, and Toki is able to stack up the hemorrhage, finally finds these kills. And it is just the fact that they have a numbers advantage. It's only 2 members. Blanks just now gets into this fight. And Cosmic in the back line. It gets Osu here that maybe makes this fight look a little closer. But maybe you called it a little bit earlier from yesterday. Ahri looking OP when the charms are landing, when the damage is done. We get to finally see Cosmic be a huge influence here. Kind of finally stepping up.
They didn't show that last charm, but I want you guys to understand at home, that is a very difficult mechanical play to make on the
Flash
Ahri.
charm.
When the Ahri, yeah, so basically you charm and then flash. So you have to very quickly with your fingers, you know, be able to do that. It's something where it's like you do it 10 times and you'll hit it, you know, I mean, depending on how good the player is. Like when I was really experienced on charming, like maybe 50%. So Cosmic going for that play in this clutch moment with the backup against the wall, I love to see it. I like absolute monster, and they have pretty much equalized. They're still down a little bit in gold, still down 2 dragons, but this game is within their clutch now as Cosmic, though, may lose their life to Osu on the Zed, and that is going to be a popped Ahri.
And that's why you cannot match Zed in the side lane right now. He will always kill you. You need the Zonias. You need maybe Crystalline Reflector. And Osu, he's just going to dance around Zine at this point. Takes the turret, walks it off. Toki's getting now duo killed. Everything is hello? Wait, Zine just got that. That's Ignite down. That's them starting up Baron.
Yeah,
Zine diff.
Kha'Zix? Zine diff, but yeah, I mean, if they're able to get the Baron, Soju Rain does sniff it out, is going to be able to dash away, but KT going to be able to get the taunt with the Fiora follow-up as well, and that is going to be a Zonia's, and I don't think the Soju's going to be able to survive that, and Baron now going down, going the way of Reflection, as Cosmic is going to trade it for the Mountain-Drake. Yeah, you're alone here, Gragas. This could potentially be a 2v1 situation if they had mana, though, as the Zonias is going to come out. Fiora trying to escape. They do get the Gragas ult. Throne not chasing anymore, though. Just going to opt for the back. Not sure where the rest of the teammates are for Reflection.
Exactly. I like that flash coming out from X-Ray, recognizing, you know, and for us, the ones with God View, everybody in Twitch chat's like, why did he just flash? Well, there's potentially a Kha'Zix behind that Gragas, and especially after the ultimate, it's going to be a little dicey. Constellation prize for family, they get the Mountain Drake. So a little bit of a shield there. Ooh. Charm lands.
It is going to be a massive predict, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, as Cosmic may just be trying to buy time here. Boom. Oh, goes for the flash, goes for the trade kill onto Zed, but not going to be able to do it, as Toki here is very low, does have max stacks. That's why you saw them flash forward, looking to kill the Galio, but not going to be able to do it.
Michael, how many times when you're playing that mid matchup are you expecting on side lane for Wukong to not, you know, just come from behind you or come from in front of you? He's behind you. He's flashing over the wall. There's Wukong out. You're like, wait, what? Where did this guy come from? What? How'd he get here?
Yeah, I mean, you don't expect it at all. The thing. That's why I said jungle diff or as thrown and able to go onto the Fiora, and that's a massive kill for the side of Team Family, as that should stop a lot of this Baron pressure. Toki, though, needs to be a bit careful considering their team did show 2 heroes in the bot lane.
Exactly. Nobody's down there, so with these champions here for the side of Reflection, they can overload onto one side of the map. They have Baron. There's not much that Darius can do. Darius is just sitting there waiting to potentially go for an anti-dive, especially with the Wukong. Wukong does damage, but maybe not enough to be really a big threat to someone like like Toki. So for now, they're kind of just waiting out this Baron Reflection. They have gone a few turrets, but they've kind of wasted 2 of their side lane buffs on Osu and Extirpate and used it to get kills, not really force onto objectives. So possibly a good position here for Family. They are still down 7,000 gold, so it's going to take more than a miracle in terms of a team fight. Cosmic is going to have to find these charms that save the game.
Yeah, definitely. And it feels like when the game pacing is turned into split pushing, that it's definitely been in favor of Reflection. With the Zed in the side lane that can 1v1 the Ahri, with the massive Fiora, it feels like Family needs more front to back, potentially, you know, 5-person team fights where they can get the charm with the insta follow-up into a kill. But that's why you see the Fiora splitting in the top side. You see the Zed splitting in the bot side. And I love this from Reflection, playing to their win conditions, which in my opinion is going to be that split push pressure.
3 players in mid, and you talk about the global pressure they'll have. Extirpate, I don't know if you can do this. You're probably just going to have to get out. Flash, there it is. Galio ult comes in. Maybe they can look for a re-engage. Cosmic gets soloed again.
Yeah, so they lose the mid laner, but if they can get the Fiora as well, the Galio will be worth it. But
they're losing inhibitor.
Bot inhib, yes. A massive push from the Wukong as well as the Zed, and they're going to get out here. They get an inhib, they get a solo kill on that Ahri, and even though they lose the Galio, that's a hashtag worth all day.
KT's like, I may have gone down there. Maybe it's Boom next, but blows the flash. Doesn't have the ultimate.
Massive.
Zine going in. This is a Baron. Baron is up in 8 seconds. If they can find a kill here, it opens up a lot.
Oh, as the instant Zonias from the Kha'Zix going to be able to chase down onto the
Dealing
Zed.
the slow.
Zine doesn't have the ultimate, looking to chase them down though. If they can get the Zed, if they can get this, Forky and Fiora are now flanking in, is thrown on. The Kha'Zix is going to lose their life. Toki and Zine are going to be the next in their sights, as that's going to be Zine falling. And with these couple of kills, they do get one reset. Toki! No, I mean, you get one, but that is rough.
Oh, he almost got it. I saw it in their eyes. You saw all the resets coming through. You had the max stack hemorrhage, who was looking a little bit dicey, but that pick from Cosmic ends up turning into more kills in their back pocket. An Elder Dragon, an Extirpate, maybe wanting a little bit of taste of what Osu's getting.
Oh, Cosmic actually ulting forward.
That's
now
it.
Force the flash. The charm as well. Maybe this is... No, okay, I thought Soju is going to be flanking on the Lucian, so maybe they can kill it, but during all of this...
Good luck. If I'm playing AD carry, like, good luck.
They're doing the dragon. They're doing the dragon with the Wukong on the Galio. So even if they get the Fiora kill, they're going to be losing the Elder Drake.
They lose that, and so the burn damage from this is just going to kind of overwhelm them. They already have the Infernal Drake in their back pocket. And any hope that Family have of staying in this game, staying in the second qualifier, is going to hinge on Baron. If they can steal it, it'll buy them a little bit of time. But not only do they have to steal the Baron, they kind of have to sacrifice Throne for it, because once he goes in, he's going to die, and the rest of his team has to play base defense from then on out. If Reflection get this Baron without contest, Family, they're done for. Their dreams of Major 2 are gone, and we'll have at least one new member in Major 2.
Oh, and Fiora just
That's
opting
it.
into the 1v1. Toki cannot do it. No TP on the Fiora. Oh, wait, as Cosmic is most likely going to be TPing from base. KT on the Galio going to be going in. Really aggressive Baron down to about 4k. As the Galio is going to fall. If they can steal this Baron, it could be big. As you see Cosmic jumps in, does get the steal, does get the flash out, blanks, packaging forward. The question is, can they get the kills? As Soju might be able to proc the GA, not going to be able to do it. As Fiora is now flanking in onto Zine. But that is hopes of life as Cosmic, or I mean, Kha'Zix steals the Baron.
They did it! They did it! We just set it up talking about family staying in the game. You get the Baron, you take that away from Reflection. It is time spent that they will not have this buff. And they only gave up 2 members. Toki was never going to get it thanks to that solo kill from Extirpate. And the fact that Ahri went back to hold the wave, hold the base from falling to Fiora. It's not the most worth you could have asked for from family, but it is more and more time being bought to potentially get back into this game. They're losing back-to-back team fights. It's got to feel good, but you're still in a losing position if you're on the red team.
Yeah, but one thing to know is, you know, we see this massive gold differential between Reflection and Family, but as the game goes on, now that there's pretty much all, like, you're finishing up your build for the side of Reflection, that gold lead is going to matter less and less, as you can't have more than 6 items, right? So for the side of Team Family, that gold would become less of a big deal, but the dragon differential is going to be the massive thing in the favor of Team Reflection.
From this point on, Extirpate and Osu do not get any stronger. They have all of their items. Maybe they trade out GA for a better damage item if it's popped, but I mean, from you know, you've kind of reached the maximum potential of your team other than blanks. We're waiting for KT. They're gonna get another inhibitor here.
That's a Zonius from the Wukong. Gonna be forced to flash out a big Galio ult though from KT. Gonna be zoning, but that's a reset. Toki, that's 2. Is this the comeback? As that's 2 champions falling. They've lost 2 inhibs though, so there's so much map pressure against Family.
Exactly, and if they can continue to keep these waves pushed, these inhibitors will obviously never come back, and so it will always be something that Reflection keep in the back of their mind, saying, we don't have to fight them. The waves will constantly go towards them. Extirpate trying to steal blue buff. He should be able to get out. He does have flash. He's playing Fiora. Zine misses out on the flash.
The pull, though, gonna force the Fiora flash. That was really close from Zine. Wasn't able to connect it, but I like that look. I mean, if you get the Fiora's GA there, it's big. If you get a Fiora kill, it's massive.
And we're talking about the gold deficit. Obviously, as the game goes on, we're getting 22 minutes in. We're going to maybe crest 100,000 gold on either side. It does become less and less relevant, right? Like, if you already have your items, they're already almost maxed experience except for the supports here, so kind of middling gains as you go on. Cosmic, you just need to survive. You do not want to fight Fiora at this point. You do not win the 1v1. They can't catch up in terms of itemization.
But the Fiora is just, I mean, we continually see it, is able to get these solo kills, but just puts so much pressure in this side lane. Like, no one can really match them. Toki died 1v1 versus it. Cosmic has been dying 1v1. So it's like, Fiora is this massive problem. Potentially would like to see the Fiora swap over to TP boots. That's just me maybe nitpicking, as actually Fiora maybe going a bit aggressive here. Doesn't have flash from that earlier dragon play, as that's going to be GA, and Baron doesn't spawn for another 10 seconds. This is massive for Family as they take out the Fiora, and this is a potential Baron power play.
They need to be careful, though. The dragon wave will always push. You see the Baron minions are now slamming into the Nexus, and that's a ton of damage already, down a fourth of its HP. You see the Corki packages coming as well. Thrown.
Oh, the Wukong follow-up as well as the jungler instantly falls. Charm not able to connect. Soju Rain flashing out. Does have the GA. Double pull from Toki is going to be big. Can they get the reset?
He get it?
That's the hope. That's the dream. That's one. We're seeing Toki dunk. As the Wukong is going to lose the GA, and I'd expect to see them get dunked again. That's 2 for Toki on this Darius, doing so much. What a late game we are having right now between Reflection and Family. It's going down to the wire.
Oh, and the Nexus still hasn't fallen. It's 2,000 HP right now, so it is slowly being whittled away at. This is the point of the inhibitors constantly being down. It'll maybe start to get a little bit better for them, but Family, they're starting to reach a lot of those last items. The damage is going to be on par. They are fighting as fair as it gets without the dragons. And it does stop the Baron for the side of Reflection. They cannot close this game out quite yet. Getting picked on the side lane. The fact that they're surviving Cosmic. Oh, this is super deadly if he gets this.
Yeah.
What? Ignite!
No! loses their life, and this is going to be an opportunity for Reflection to go for the Baron, as actually Fiora on the bot side may opt into a 1v1 on Darius. Maybe needs to be a bit careful here as their team is going towards the Baron. Doesn't see Throne as the Cosmic coming in here. Toki as well. The ult invuln being used. You see TP from Wukong going to the Baron. They recognize that's their play. An extra paid survives here.
All he has to do is just cancel recalls. You see Soju is here. Zine is looking for something. Could they go for it? That's ending the game.
Oh, Baron gonna be taking out an Osu with the map awareness. Just says, team, just buy time. I got this. I'm taking out their Nexus. Don't tell anyone. And that's going to be Reflection, you know, stamping the 2-0 victory over Family. Monka-esque, casters in shambles. Our predictions were wrong, but wow.